Everyone, welcome to this deep dive into functions in Rust. In this video, we will explore how function works. By end of the video, you will have solid understanding of how to use functions in your Rust program effectively. So let's start with basic function. So here I will create a function with name greet. So the keyword in Rust to create function is fn keyword, and we have to give name after that. So I am giving greet, and we have to use open and close parenthesis. This is called parameter list, which is empty now. And after that we define function body. So between these parentheses we can write function body. Inside this function body we will print some message. So I'm calling print ln, and then we'll type some message like hello world. Now this function is defined. In order to call this function from caller function, here our caller function is main. We have to call this function by writing the name with parenthesis. So now let's run this program. Yeah, as you see, hello world is getting printed. Now let's understand like how function works. So main is the entry point of Rust program. So when execution starts, it starts from line number 1, and it goes down and it finds greet as an instruction. From greet, the execution jump to line number 7, and it starts executing the body of this greet function, which is line number 8, and hello worlds get printed. From here the function return backs to its caller function, which is main, and from line number 5 it exits. To see that, we can add print statement here, and here we will print hello main. So now if I execute this program, we will get hello world first, then hello main. As you see, hello world is printed first, then hello main. So the execution is from main, the greet is called, and this print statement is executed. Then the function control is written back to caller function, and this print got executed, and hello main is printed. So now let's move to another type of function, a function which takes parameters. So in this parameter list, we can pass some value inside function. Let's take an example. We pass a name, and one more thing, like whenever we pass arguments, so we have to define the data type of argument. So here I will pass the string slice, and we will greet that person with hello, whatever name is passed. So here I will print the name, and let's pass some name like Nick. So I will comment out this one for a moment, and if we print this, we will get hello Nick. And if you see, it prints hello Nick. So we can call this function multiple times with different names. So let's call Bob. And now let's run this. So if you see, the third statement printed hello Nick, and the fourth statement, when it is called, it printed hello Bob. So now let's write a function which takes input and it also returns back some value. So the classic example will be a add and product function. So we will create two functions which takes two values as an input parameter and returns the values. So now let's create a function. So we will use function name and we will use fn keyword and then function name, and here we will define our input parameters. So let's say a is I32, b is all b will be also I32, and we also have to mention the return type, like what value we want to, what data type we want to get returned from this function. So here we are making it simple and we will return I32. Now we will write the function body. So in order to add this, we will do write this expression a plus b, and this function will return a plus b. So in Rust, whenever we do not mention a semicolon, it becomes a return statement. So if we mention this a plus b will be not returned, but if we do not mention semicolon, this a plus b value will be returned. Same, we can create a product operation, product function. I will copy paste here. I will call it product, and I will do this a into b. Now let's call this function. So we have to capture the returned value. So we will declare a variable for that. So let's say sum, and we will initialize with the return value of these function. So add, and we will pass like 10 and 20. Now we have to do something similar for sum, for product. So we will say prod, and we'll call product of these two. Now we will print these values. So I have to call println macro, and sorry, I missed that. This. So here I will call sum equals product equals, and I'll give name, variable name here. Okay, caps lock is on. Sum and prod. Now let's run this program. So if you see, our sum is 30, 10 plus 20 is 30, and our product is 200. 10 cross 20 will be 200. So I am done here in this video. See you in the next video.